Now, this section is called a self-critique because this is a month video of my progress. I'm gonna share what I enjoyed about it, what I improved, and what I think should improve. So for all these videos, I think my commentary, my editing, and generally my direction following my goal of what my channel is needs to be improved. But all of this doesn't have to be improved per se, because for example, if you follow Vannosgaming. So Vannosgaming, his type of videos, they don't do a lot of editing. They do a little here and there, but most of their content is based on their in-game commentary as friends. Now, earlier I clicked a video and showed it. I don't want to show it again because I don't know if that's actually copywriting. But I know for fair use, if you show a few seconds of a video and comment on it and then leave it off, it's good. But for now, I won't click it, and that'll be okay. So for Vannosgaming, which of course the most popular guy, is that his type of video games is less editing, and that's not a bad thing. That's just his style, where you do the minimum amount of editing, but most of your quality or interesting or attractive content is in their commentary from how they play. And the reason I love his channel is because they play very simple games. Simple is very important with anything. Don't go complex, go simple. Gary's Mod, hide and seek, GTA 5, and most of it is Gmod and GTA 5. And the reason it attracts me is because, and as why I have videos up, is because anything in a game, I enjoy the experience. I enjoy the fun that comes out of it. And this is what this channel shows. It shows the enjoyment of what these guys are having. And it makes me want to, wow, I wish I can do what they're doing. I wish I had that much fun in a game. I wish I can experience that excitement with new people and friends for something that I've lived off of my whole life. My whole childhood is built out of. And because of that, his style is so simplistic. It captures what the audience like, and that's how he lives off of this. He earns almost 20 million subscribers. He earns, if I go to Social Blade, which is also a fantastic tool for anybody to use. So let's try Vannosgaming. This guy earns on average $47,000 to $765,000 a month. And yes, these are estimates, but if you look at my Social Blade, it says here for me in my Social Blade, I earned 5 cents to 79 cents, which is actually, again, if you saw my analytics, I earned 26 cents. It's accurate. Is it super accurate? Of course not. It depends, but it calculates through views, it calculates through retention rate, subscriber rate, and here I didn't get that much video views. Whoop-de-doo, don't matter. So, oh, I lost money. I don't know how that works, but okay. But yeah, the gist of it is, it's pretty accurate. And you can tell how a channel has progressed or how they're doing now by looking up their Social Blade and seeing this is how much he's earned. He's put in many years of work into it, and because he does because he's done so much and people will enjoy it, he made living off of it. He can live off this income. And this doesn't have to be his only thing he has to do in life, because if he sees videos, he has an animation with him and his friends. He does various other things in life. And that's what people should strive for. So getting back to the videos, and yes, all this does correlate to what I'm trying to say. And the big question is, should you edit more or edit less? Should you, let's say for a K-pop or a dance music video, you see how the high quality of editing they have, transitioning from a view, always changing camera angles on singers and dancers, changing to other views. They have high quality equipment. The scenery is always differing. That's an extreme amount of time and effort used in editing. And what I would say is, whatever fits what you do. If you're the type that wants to do a Vannosgaming, then do it. It's not a big deal. If you want to be really cool and have really cool features and do funny little skits or figure a way that fits your style, that's it. Is either one better than the other? Of course not. It depends on your style. But a good note is, if you can make something extremely boring and make it interesting, that means you're very good at what you do. That means you're gonna get views and quality attention. Generally, if you were to play Gmod by yourself or with friends, and you guys don't talk much or don't have a mic, it's not going to be that fun. You're just watching a bunch of people running around, oh, I got you, and they don't have any commentary. You're going to laugh, let's say you don't have a mic, you're going to have fun and comment with your friends, but each of you don't talk in a game. No one else can live that experience you're having. They made something that's generally boring into something extremely fun and exciting. That's why they earn quality content. They earn money off of it and viewers. As for me, I still need to work on that. So that's another key point. Going back to the first point, what I need to work on is that. How do I make boring stuff fun or informative or useful to people who see this? You see that I have not used OBS before, and I'm new to it. So all I did was I learned how to do the required settings I needed, and I just simply did commentary over this video. I didn't do crazy editing because I didn't know how to do editing. I wanted to at least put something out there, because if you're like me, you want to be a perfectionist. You want to be great at everything. But the problem is with that type of mentality, well, pertaining to me specifically, is I never put any content out. Because I keep learning, I keep changing, and eventually I say it's not good enough, I don't want to put it out, I'm not going to win. So the gist of it is, I'm basically doing my style of what I do with scary games. I go slow, I enjoy the immersion, I enjoy the atmosphere, and share that with you, and I talk over it. If you can tell from my voice, I'm not good at speaking in a mic and making everything so fun. But I said to myself, let me give a specific duration. I'm going to tell myself, do this. You only have 1 hour. Do whatever you can and put that video out there. And that's how I started. I just took the leap. I said, it's going to suck, but you know what? I want to try this. And I did it. And it improved. The next one, if you read the title, 1440p errors, my screen is a 1440 monitor. It's capable of doing it, but I do 1080 because it reduces the FPS or the strain on the resources, the components for the computer, so I can run quicker. I can have higher quality or more FPS, whichever I choose. But here, the screen only has a certain portion of what the total gameplay is, which is all the way out here, because I recorded at 1080, which is this much screen real estate, but my screen was at 1440, which means the game was coming all the way out here. And I didn't notice that. So in this one, I improved on, alright, I'll do the same technique of what I did earlier just to get into the momentum of things. I'll comment, I'll play the game, but I have a purpose. My last gameplay had trouble with the fuse. So I played the game, and eventually somewhere in the middle I looked it up. It's like, alright, where the hell is this fuse? And then it wasn't until afterwards that I realized I had 44p issues. So my next video, I improved on fixing that. I fixed the recording issue and uploading of the issue. And no, I didn't want to re-upload and do all that stuff, because it also shows my progress of what I did. And I didn't want to take more time and upload another thing. And if you watch this video and listen to me, I messed up. And then I began to continue what I was used to. And I just went with the momentum just to get used to things and help myself. In this right here, I learned a quick little editing in After Effects, and I just put this together. And to be honest, this simple thing, I thought it was pretty funny. It's my kind of humor, and my brother liked it. And that's what you should do in your videos. If you enjoy what you do, and this is what you, this is your style, and this is what you want to express, put yourself into these videos, and that's what people like. That's how they follow you. I only learned this one thing, and this took me a long time to figure out, but that's the most important thing. You spend the time in figuring it out little by little, you incorporate it, and then by the next video, you learn to improve on it. And that's what I did for this one. The third one, I incorporated that video somewhere in the middle of it, followed the same technique, but this one, I did something similar, but I one-upped it. And so in this one, you'll see that I learned to crop out the background. I think it's a Roto 2, I forgot what it was. Take out the background, just have these images and have them animated like a GIF, added a text, and I did the similar thing, same with the spinning zombie. So I one-upped it. I included our characters and we did that. In addition, I added another sequence where we're talking about this text bubble and we're trying to narrate it, and my brother said something where he goes, "Oh, I thought he said dab," and I added this Squidward dabbing effect, and I thought it was absolutely hilarious. And if other people didn't, then by all means I'm sorry, but I thought that baby holding his fist up saying nailed it was pretty cool. And I am tremendously proud of the fact that I learned something like that, because it showed that I actually put effort, and though it's so simple, it took me so long to do it. And I'm proud of the fact that I did that much to incorporate in the video. And so that's my one up, where I added that scene with our characters dancing and that dab scene. But after that, I just included our gameplay, because I gave myself a time limit. I'm not going to go overexert myself for something I don't know, because if I start learning so many different things, it's going to take me 3 days, maybe straight, to figure out how to edit how I want to edit. And I still don't know how to edit, because I'm not the greatest. I'm not used to the mindset of an artist or videographer or video editor. So to improve on my next video, what I ended up doing, and by far this is my favorite video I've ever made, the introductions and 4-player Castle Crashers. And I one-up this video because I included a quick little intro to grab the attention of anybody that watches it for the first time. I added this little picture over it, a copyright-free sound effect to it, and then this is the bread and butter, what I really enjoy about this video. This is the first time I've ever done this, and I find this the most exciting portion of the videos, because it's what my goal of the channel is. I introduced the 3 characters that play the game with me. I introduced 3 other people that had an effect on me for whatever reason. Big Cat I met online. He wanted to play a game. We played Dragon Nest together. I met Skarlet online. He reached out to me. We played World of Tanks together with Big Attack. And Unikitty from Instagram. We tried our darnest to get into Minecraft, and she puts up really cool content. And I'll be willing to put my time and effort to shout her out and play with her, because she's extremely nice, and she put in her effort in her Minecraft Instagram posts, where I thought it was pretty cool. It's something that she should share, and I told her that. So we've been direct messaging each other, and I was very proud to say that I included in her video and shared something that I thought should be given to other people, because she has, look at this, really pretty cool. I'm not that creative, and she's more creative than I am. And after that, I added a little effects here and there. There's a wombat thing and a One Punch Man edit somewhere in here. Later on, I added the Ginyu Force, and boom, I paste over the characters on them and I tracked them. It spent, even for that little animation, it was a few seconds, spent me hours to figure out. But eventually, the more and more you do it, the better you get at it, and the faster you can do it. So to recap what I was talking about all over when I went one-on-one with the videos, was that that's what I did to improve on my videos one by one. I gave myself a duration, told myself I'm gonna post this video up. If it sucks, oh well, it's gonna go up. Not until I've established myself, made a routine where eventually I'll spend more time and making more quality content. But if you're new, don't worry about it. We first got to learn how to get into the routine and not give up. That's the most important part. That's the most important part for any channel, because if you give up, there's no point in how many quality videos you put up, because no one's going to care eventually, because you won't post anything. After that, I showed things that I enjoyed, and I put my personality into it, like this. Again, my favorite part, where I actually did commentary, a monologue to you guys, explaining what I did, and I enjoyed it because I shared other people's experiences to everyone else, and that's what I enjoy. I absolutely love that. Now, on the other side of it, I also said that I need to improve on editing. The next one, I said I need to improve on figuring out the settings and uploading. Next one, I need to improve on editing again, but make it more concise, because these videos are pretty long, 24 minutes, 15 minutes, 60 minutes, so I dropped it down. I try to do 7 minutes, but because these are gameplays and because I want to get the content out there, I put it in specific sections of the gameplay to put it out there. And the reason that's so long is because I talked in it. The reason this is the longest out of any of these, because I had a long introduction, and that's fine. And I told him, if you don't want to see the introduction, go to the gameplay. And that's how I like putting my videos. If you don't like certain parts, skip them, move on to another one. In this video that I'm doing now, most likely no one's gonna care. But if there happens to be another person like me that wants to know the perspective of it, then by all means take a little bit of time every day, because this video is gonna be extremely long, and I hate long videos too, but this is a month's progress. Learn from their perspective and tailor it to how you want your style. Again, I was very proud of this video, but I need to work on editing and making it funnier during the gameplay. This video got a little better. The beginning intro with the whole black guy comment was absolutely hilarious. We were bawling off of it. It caught us off guard, and I added the whole surprise mother effer part to it. I found that funny. This one, these two, I didn't do a fantastic job because I didn't know how to go about doing it. The Firecat intro, I learned to move the character, again the intro where she ditched us, she didn't care about us, and this part where I had him running up to the camera, pause, and did the sunglasses like, oh, he cool. That took me hours to figure out, and that's why I didn't have enough time. Well, I gave myself a limit to figure it out, and this is the first time I dealt with 3 hours worth of gameplay that I'm gonna put into one. And from 3 hours, I put it down to 10 minutes, and that's including the introduction of him, a quick introduction of him and his channel, and the rest is gameplay. And I basically, what I did was I just cut it, and I trimmed each part and put it together to where I tried to tell a story in some manner, or at least in this one, I attempted to put in what matters in our commentary or any funny moments in it, and that's what needs to be improved. Eventually, I'll learn to tailor all these videos into expressing a story, because I love stories. That's why I play games. The way my style of playing is, let's all share this experience together. If it's a scary game, let's get scared. Don't be the cool guy, go, oh, I got this. No, what's fun about scary games is you act the part and role play it, immerse yourself in the story, and that's what you benefit the most from it. Same thing with Skarlet Tank. Same thing with Skarlet in World of Tanks, is that when I did his video, I did the same effect intro. I did the whole sunglasses to his tank, and I also, which is new, he gave me a gameplay video of him playing, which he had over 8 kills, and then getting 8 kills in this game is insane. He's pro status. When I'm playing this game, I can barely get 1 kill, and yeah, I'm not that great at it. But the funniest part for me was this part, where I paused it and I said, that's when his ally knew he effed up. I absolutely found that hilarious, and I added my style to it, and I learned to incorporate that in this channel. After that, I did the same thing as the Dragoness, trimmed and then put it all together. So sometimes you're not gonna have great +1s, great improvements on your videos, but eventually the more and more you do it, the faster you get at it, the more your creative mind will figure out how you want to place your videos. And that's what I need to improve on. My mindset and how to be more creative and how to go about improving my videos, because editing takes a long time, and it's gonna always take a long time unless you're an expert. I went over quick points about my videos, what I enjoyed about them, what I've learned from them, or what I've learned to put in the video, and what I need to improve on, but also the question regarding, should I edit more, edit less? Everything just depends on your style, and when you're new, you gotta figure that out and what works for you. I went over which videos I need to improve on, what I did improve on, should I edit more or less, and also we'll now go over the ups and downs of my channel and my opinion on why my channel is unique. And again, this is my opinion.
Alright, so the ups and downs of my channel. Now, this is basically me saying what I know really isn't that good with this channel and what might be good for this channel. So, if you see here, I only have 16 subscribers. I only made this much money. I only made this much views and this much watch time. The point is, I'm still very new, but my content isn't really all that unique. It's not fresh out the boat. It's not new. When people come to this channel and see it, especially with only the videos I have now, they don't know what I do. My channel art doesn't depict that. My player icon, that's cool, that's fine, it's just me. That's something new that I'll probably keep there for a while. in this sense, it's not a bad thing either. Because when people come to channels, they don't know you. And it won't be until you put your effort out and you take the time and put your quality content out that people will start to get to know you, get to like what your ideals are. And I'd say the biggest example of this would be HoodiePanda. A lot of people know when HoodiePanda started, it's all about how he had this goal set. He reached out to people, he put out specific gameplays. At first he did trick shots, and then eventually you saw his personality change as his videos went through. He always kept everybody updated. He always had time, and you know, if you follow him, he's had a tough life as with everybody else, but through his hardships, he always made an effort to put stuff out and continue what he loves. So the biggest thing is, the more and more he worked at something that seemed to damn near impossible for him to continue, it showed and people appreciated it. And when that happens, when you see someone work hard to overcome their obstacles, you have a sense of feeling proud for them. You get to know their characteristics, you get to know the efforts they put out, just so they can entertain you, the community. And that's when it starts to get the following. The more you know a person, the more you learn about them, the more you feel more connected with them. And that's the most important thing with anything. As with any other channel, including mine, the one up is your personality. That's your style. That's who you are. That's if the way you speak and the way you put videos out reaches out to someone, that's the key point to it. Again, the down point is my content isn't unique, and this video coming out right now, what I'm talking about, it's long. I'll probably only get 2 views on this, but that's not the point. The point is that I told myself I'm gonna make a record. I'm gonna, at least if someone in the future wants to know how I go about doing things, then that's what'll happen. They'll look at it, it might help them in the future, and then they might be curious, what else does he have to say? He rants on. Eventually, the more and more I do this, I'll be more concise, I'll make it more interesting. Hopefully when I get better at my art, I can draw directly to make it more involved. And there's not much else I can say about that. That's pretty much what having a channel is about. You learn to experiment what your target market is. Your target market is basically who you're trying to reach out to, who you want to express out, or actually who would like to hear what you want to say. And that, for any business and YouTube channel, that changes. Some people might like your commentary and go through the game. I personally like that, because if I haven't played a game, I do that. But this game isn't new, and there's so many other people playing it, so they won't care. And some people might like, let's say, the Vannosgaming style, where your friends are commentating. All 4 of you are commentating, and that's what brings out the emotions, and people are like, wow, I really wish I can go through that situation. I really wish I can enjoy a game like that with friends, but I don't have friends. And that's where I also do this. I don't have time to play with friends. I watch these kind of gameplays and I want to do that. I miss playing games with my family and friends. I wish we can have great times with this. Or you might take a different style where you start to introduce other people and try to share their characteristics, their play style, their general person. And that, I enjoy this. I want to learn more about people. I want to see what people try to do to overcome their hardships. And I've learned a lot about these 2. I don't know them, but I know they're fantastic. This guy works his butt off. I mean, come on. He has over X amount of videos that are worth 8 years worth of content. And he still happens to post stuff up. That's just who he is. Is this a bad thing? No. The next point we'll get is my opinion on why my channel various times in the previous sections. But again, so if you go back to my YT talk and you see what I wrote. Now, my content, and this also includes the downs of it, again, it's not that unique. Interviewing gamers, everybody does this kind of thing. They collaborate with each other, they talk to each other in-game. But the reason I'd say mine is unique in my perspective is that when I reach out to people, what I do is I binge watch the videos. So let's go to HoodiePanda. What I do is I'd skim through and I pick a bunch of different videos. I definitely go for the subscriber videos. I would then go to his recent videos of gameplay. I gotta see this video. I don't even know what's up that. I go to his very first video, And of course it might be taken down, but for Hoodie he left it open. And I check his vlog updates, his channel announcements, and I get to at least know a little bit more about him. Now in doing this, I either skim through a video as much as I can. Let's take example for Christian Guzman. I go to his video, play it, and then I continue to at least watch it if it's interesting. If I want to kind of skim through it because it's a 30-minute long video, I'd skim, watch a bit, skim, watch a bit, skim, watch a bit. And then if there's a video that I really like, and I go back to Hoodie and I see, oh, I really like how he reached out to his community and talked to him, then I pick points out of his video and I message him. I say, hey, I really like this about your material. Thanks for posting and keeping us updated. And then I go in depth saying, my favorite 2 or 3 videos was this video, and I say Goat Simulator. And then I'd take 2 or 3 points saying, I liked it because of XYZ, I like this video because of XYZ, I like this video because of X and Y. And the main thing is because that shows that I've taken time to look through your videos. That also shows that I've put my efforts in reaching out to you to thank you for taking your time and posting these videos up. So the fact that I've put my time into it, and that's my way of showing support, because support isn't just about money. It's about reaching out and giving appreciation for what you do, because a lot of people don't have specific resources that you might want. But that's the main thing about YouTube. You're there to express who you are. And so in doing that, in a sense, that's why I would be unique, because when I reach out to someone and ask for an interview, it's a one-on-one casual conversation. Well, this will change because I don't really know how to go about doing this. I'm still new. People reject me, so I haven't been able to practice on it. It is what it is. But it's a casual way of talking, of me getting to know you, in a sense where I'm promoting all your work on my channel. So let's say I get 1,000 people, 1,000 subscribers. In a sense, it's a shout out because I'm mentioning your name, just like the other 2 videos. But the most important thing and why I try to do interviewing channels is because videos is because I want my subscribers, my community, our friends to know who you are as a person. And it's not gonna show the whole thing about him, because my videos, my interview videos, it's gonna be long term. I'm gonna interview at one time, let's say Monday. Months later, I'll interview him and get to know how he's improved since that first interview. And that's the whole point of my interviews. I want to casually get to know you. I want you to promote yourself in a sense where I like what you do. I think what your goals and desires are matches what I believe is the right thing to do on YouTube, and hence why I'm taking the time from my games, my playing videos with friends, and my editing to learn more about you and put you on my channel, because that's what my content's gonna be, to show appreciation and to teach us that it's not about you, it's about reaching out to your community so they can be involved and learn more about other things, so they can take some points from my video, take some points from his video, take some points from his video, get really jacked up and awesome like Christian. And that's the whole point. It's my time to say thank you. I want to get to know you. You sound like an awesome person. Again, the next point, teaching everybody. This isn't unique. Everybody has how-to videos, technical reviews and whatnot. I guess you could say the unique aspect of what I'm doing is I'm actually trying, and it's not the best because I'm still trying to work on it. I'm showing you step by step what I do. And there's always going to be questions. If someone is like me and they go, yo, I saw you do a video, this, and then I saw your update, it's really long. How did you go about doing this? How did you do this? And so if you see here, I legitimately have a folder specifically for this channel, and I am very detail oriented to keep everything in line. I do want to do Yomawari, but that'll be sometime later. God, I've always wanted to do this, but I haven't had time to do it. And so you see, I have a whole folder for memes, I have for documents, I have a template where I copy paste each one so I know what I'm doing. And let's say I go into the Castle Crasher videos of my brother. I have a Premiere Pro, I have all the raw videos that need to be edited, and I have a folder called Things I've Learned. And what I end up doing is, I try my best to write, oh, this isn't that good, but I try my best to write what I've learned that day. On this video, I learned to roto tool, clear background, and import resources. Things I learned from my very first Resident Evil part. And I post screenshots and videos, pictures, and links so I remember where I got it from. And in this one, I learned how to do a screenshot in Windows 10. I'm gonna forget, so I revisit it. I learned how to record in OBS. I learned how to edit a thumbnail. I learned additional things regarding it. I'm not reading it. Magic Eraser. That's one of the most commonly used things. I found Bada Boom font. I forgot who I found it from, but just found it. I guess Google it, and a YouTuber will have a package of it. I learned how to video edit, screen capture in a folder, split clips, change the timeline cursor, export at proper settings, shortcut keys for all this. And this might not look a lot, but this took me hours to figure out. I'm not good at editing. I'm new to it. I read through numerous articles, let's say 20 or so, to find all this information, both videos and blog posts, and times this by X amount of videos I've done. So for the first few is a lot more because I'm new to it. Eventually, when I got into the habit of it, you see then I don't really have a folder. It's both because of time that I took too much time to write it all down, or here, I just learned 2 extra things because the rest of it I already knew. That's what I guess my uniqueness of this channel is. It's nothing crazy. A lot of people don't care about it, but that's something that I personally have a passion for because I always follow individuals, successful individuals, learning how to improve myself. This might touch some people, others it might not. That's fine, it's for them. Is that specifically good for your YouTube channel? Not really, because you want to focus on one niche, but this is something I have that I want to express and help with people. And that's my favor to myself, to take my time and get through that hump and put more effort into it. Now, another thing, inviting all players, and this is the biggest key thing that I kind of get a little iffy about. A lot of these top YouTubers, and yes, I'll include HoodiePanda as a very top YouTuber, Markiplier, Jack, somewhere in here. The point is, a lot of them have videos of themselves. That's not a bad thing. It's mainly because that's what they do. That's their style. Some people might not like a multiplayer style. If you see Cinnamon Toast Ken, he plays with other friends like the top YouTubers, but that's the thing. They always play with top YouTubers. That's who they're comfortable with, and they know that their content's going to be good with quality. For me, the reason why I guess I can say I'm unique is because I pick random people I don't know. And even if the video sucks, now if it's really bad, of course I won't put it up. Like people that are just trash talking me, or they hate people, then alright, you're a little too crazy. That actually might be a good content, who knows. But the thing is, I never knew these two. I don't play with them before. I just happen to, this is my first time playing with both of them. And that's why I'd say it's unique, because I reach out to random people that at least want to have fun. And then I post about them. Even if they don't want to do a YouTube channel, I'm still going to post about them saying, hey, if you want to play some cool game with him, because there might be a lot of other people. These two, he doesn't play Steam games, which was shocked to me. I thought everybody plays Steam games. I'm not sure about Skarlet, but he's really into these free MMOs like World of Tanks. These two are free MMO type games. I never knew that. Some people might see this in the comments and say, whoa, I see what kind of games you play. I didn't know other people play it. I would like to play with you. And if say this guy has a tough dungeon that he needs help with, he can go to Firecat. Why? Because he saw the video. He knows how Firecat kind of is, because I still need to improve on the quality. And he goes, well, Firecat doesn't talk that much, but he's very, very nice. And he has high player character. He's willing to play with you and spend time with you to teach you. And that's what Firecat did with me. So I guess to wrap this up, the 2 points I went up was the ups and downs of the channel and the uniqueness of my channel. So the last point for adding the uniqueness is that's nothing special. We all want to do this, but there's always gonna be trolls, so whatever. I just want to at least young individuals that go through life, and a lot of them go through depression. You know, we all been through this. Where at least I can help them get along that hump, that obstacle they deal with, and hopefully that'll change them for better. Long-term giveaways, everybody does this. Like Phase Rug, I love how Phase Rug does it. It inspired me a lot. Hopefully, eventually, I'd like to give out game keys so we all can play together. Because that's what I do for my family. Sometimes if they don't have money, I buy a bulk 4-pack and give it all to them. But, you know, I don't have that much money. We all can't do that. More ideas. You'll see eventually later on that I'll start incorporating other things. That might be a problem because it doesn't specifically correlate to gaming, but it does correlate to self-improvement. So I do have a second YouTube channel, and I might just put it up on that one. So that'll wrap up this section.